We are on lesson number 6 of 5-Minute Theory, and guess what? There is no free PDF download. So if you're on this lesson, you're watching this video, you need to buy the book. So go to my website and purchase the book, or in many music stores will carry the book. So I really encourage you to keep going, because what we've learned so far is just the very basics. 5 lessons out of 30 that we're going to do in this series. So let's start on lesson number 6 and get through this really quick. Top of the page, of course, write your name in. In this lesson, we're going to learn about quarter rest. And we're going to learn how to count and clap quarter notes, how to not clap quarter rest. Okay? So a note is when you play, a rest is when you rest or don't play. So here's the quarter notes. We know they are note heads with a stem. A quarter rest looks like a Z with a tail. So if I think of a Z, but I turn it sideways just a little bit, and then I add a little tail to it, that is a quarter rest. So trace these just to kind of get used to what that looks like, and then draw a few of your own. Z. So kind of sideways Z, not straight up and down, but sideways with a little tail on it. That is a quarter rest. Now, just doing this, the act of penciling and drawing those those rests in will help you remember what that looks like. So don't skip any of this stuff, even though it seems kind of mundane. Really getting the repetition and the reinforcement of doing it tactile, doing it with your hands, really is going to cement it in your head. All right, so first thing we're going to do here on number 2 is we're going to write the counting in under the notes and rests. So there's 2 kind of methods of doing this. One is, to me, is not what I typically do. I write the numbers in, and then on the rest I put those in parentheses. Okay, so see, all of these are notes, and see, all of these are rest. I can put those numbers in parentheses for the rest. But what I really like to do is instead I write the number above the rest. You can put those in parentheses too, but if it's above, you don't play. If it's below, you play. So here's the next measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. I write above 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very simple once you have that to count and clap this line. So if you notice the line right here, anytime I have a note, I'm going to clap 1, 2, 3, 4. And then anytime I have a rest, I'm going to not clap. So instead of not clapping, but you could do that, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to put my hands out sideways. I'm going to pretend like I'm just kind of hitting something with the back of my hand. So I'm going to count and clap this line. You can do it with me if you'd like. First for me to demonstrate, and then for you to do it with me. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see how every time I have a rest, I just put it out here. You could do this if you want to, but it's kind of silly. Doing this will help you remember that I don't play on that note. All right, let's do that a little bit faster. Do it with me. All right, it's very simple. Any rest is out here, any note, my hand hits together, but I'm always saying 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see why I like to put the number of the rest above the rest? Because it's kind of out of the way and it doesn't confuse me. All right, let's draw in the numbers underneath number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now it's very simple. I just count to 4 in every measure, writing the number above the note, or above the rest, and under the note. All right, let's take a second and clap and count that line. Remember, clapping on notes, resting, I just have my hands apart. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're getting used to clapping. Eventually you will play that note on your instrument, whether you're a wind player or a percussionist. You'll strike a note if you're a percussionist whenever you have a note, and you'll not play when you have a rest. Let's move on to the second half of lesson number 6. This is exactly the same thing, but now we're going to draw in the bar lines first to form the notes in the measures. And we've done this before. The easiest thing to do, first thing you do is we're counting to 4. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Anytime I get to that last number in the time signature, draw a bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double bar line at the very end. All right, so this is not really that hard, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just notes below, rest above. All right, let's clap and count that line out loud, okay? Remember, clapping the notes, resting on the rest. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how'd you do? If you got that correct and you're able to clap and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way through, and you got it all perfect, then you're ready to move on to the next. If you didn't, really encourage you to stop the video and work on that until you can do that perfectly. So I get harder as I go through the lesson, so you don't want to go to the next one if you haven't figured out the previous one. All right, number 5. Notice I've changed my time signature. Now I'm in 2/4. So I'm going to say 1, 2. Whenever I get to 2, I don't go on to 3. I draw a bar line. 1, 2. I'm already above the rest. Bar line. 1, 2. 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 Double bar line. Are you getting faster at that? It's not that hard. I mean, like it really is a mental way of thinking to do something fast, okay? You can get lazy and just slow down and not really pay attention, or you can think fast. I really want you to think fast. Let's count and clap that line together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? If you did that 100% correctly, let's move on to our next line. If you did not, what am I going to tell you to do? Go back and work on it. Line number 6, I'm in 3/4 times, so I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, bar line. 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 1, 2, 3. Double bar. I bet I lost half of you. If you're in a classroom watching me, I bet I lost half of you on that one. Do it fast. Don't be slow. Don't be lazy. All right, number 6. Let's count and clap that line together. See it on the page here, or you can read it off of your book. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's a little bit of coordination involved with clapping and doing this for the rest, so it might take a little bit of time. Slow down, work on each one of these so that you're really good at clapping and counting quarter notes in the various time signatures before you move on, because it's only going to get harder. You have to nail this before you go to the next lesson.